we're going to tie a mouse fly on tube, a very popular and a very efficient mouse fly. And it's a pattern from Ken Morrish of Fly Water Travel.
Show it to us, Per.
Yeah, this is not exactly one, but we're going to tie. So this is one of the tube mouse that we have tied, and I'll show you later the finished model tied with the rabbit strip, also called sunker. The original pattern is tied with deer hair.
Great. Let me just ask a question.
Yeah.
Why would one tie a mouse pattern on a tube? What's the purpose of that?
Oh, there's a lot of advantages. The mouse fly is a relatively big fly to cast, and when you're hunting leopard trout or rainbows in the creeks of Alaska, it is quite heavy, tied on a hook, and we tie it on a tube because it will be lighter and it also be more flexible.
Great.
Yeah.
Per, you started out tying these big rats and mouse flies. When did you do that?
It's some years from now. We always talked about going hunting these rainbow or leopard trout in Alaska, and I recall it was in 2016 I went there for the Kanetek River, and we have worked on the patterns some years before that.
So, Per, tell us about the material we are going to be using for tying the Morrish Mouse.
Yeah, this is the tools and the materials that we're going to use. Important is that the thread is a very strong one. This is the Kevlar thing, you can use that. We need a cutter. It could be like this type or just a razor blade.
Yeah.
We're going to use our needles. The thick one is the sunray or a big pike fly needle, and this is the riffling hitch needle. We will be using today the big one because I'll try to make a bigger mouse.
Good.
Yeah, and then some rubber leg. I'll show you how to use those. Some of our 3.2 millimeter tubing, and some sunker strips I have cut from a big skin here. It's very easy to cut, and they are cut into 3 millimeters thickness. That's not so important. I'll show you why.
What material is this?
That is rabbit fur, and this is the natural color. And the sunker, or the Morrish Mouse that we will make today, I'll give it a red sunker tail.
So it's a communist rat.
Yeah.
What about the back material? What's that?
The back. That is foam. This is some 3-4 millimeter. We have these foam we could use, and they work perfectly. I'll just cut them. I'll show you in a second.
We got them in the shop.
Yeah. I cut a length of tube, so we just fit it on the needle. Push it good, firm in so it won't rotate.
Yep. What about the length of the tube? Is there any specific length to the fly now?
No, that's actually not important yet. Of course, you have cut a sufficient length, but in the end of the video, I'll cut it, the additional tube off.
Okay, you cut it into lengths at the end. Great. Yes. Is that the front of the fly you're tying now, or is it the rear?
That's the rear. So, okay, and then I'll put on the tail. I've taken some of this red sunker strip, and before I'll tie it on, I'll actually cut some of this off because we don't want a very big thick tail. And in the end of the tail, I'll just make it a little tapered.
So it swings in the water?
Yeah, so it will wiggle a little bit more. Yes. So, and I tie this like this.
Upside down.
Yes. And this additional piece we'll just cut off. Yes. So, and now to the foe, and we'll cut a piece to make the floating back on the fly.
You've cut it into like looks like a little surfboard.
A little surfboard, yes.
Yeah, it's to make the fly float or stay in the surface.
Actually, both.
Good.
So
this is going. Yeah, well, it's going that way afterwards.
yeah, a little bit more here. Yeah. So now it won't go anywhere. So,
it will go fishing sometime, I hope.
yeah, one day. So, okay, and now for the a little bit difficult part of this fly, we'll have to put in the sunker, and I don't want to put on the sunker strip as it is, because the sunker strip with its skin, or the skin here, we don't want it because it sucks up a lot of water, and you cast this fly on a 6 or 7 rod, so we don't want this rabbit leather.
You don't want it to be too heavy.
No.
No.
So we'll do this in a couple of steps.
Yes.
It's
you put in some kind of tool there on your way. Is that what is that?
Yes. Sorry, I forgot to tell you about it. It's this tool made by CF Design.
Yeah, all right. So for twisting the material, it's just like a twister?
It is a twister, and it's with a ball bearing, and it's a really good one.
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
And then I've taken this rabbit strip.
Yeah.
And now I'll make the hair stand out a little bit. Yeah. So, like this. And then I put it on into the loop.
On the twisting tool there?
Yeah. And now you need to focus a little bit here. It's not easy.
You can do it.
Yeah, I've done it before. Okay. Like this.
Yes.
Okay. And then, as I told you, we want to get rid of the rabbit skin. So it's only the fibers that we need.
Ah, now I see.
Yeah.
You're cutting away the skin, but you're keeping the hair in the twister.
Yeah. So, like that. Okay. This part, away with that.
Great.
Then we have it like this, but you need to hold the twister very tight. It looks fine now. So, then we do the twist. So.
That looks good.
Yeah, that's very good. And it's actually very strong now.
What are you getting there? What kind of tool are you getting now?
Is that the hackle?
So hackle pliers.
Yeah, hackle plier, I think.
Great.
So I put it on here.
Yeah.
In the bottom. So, okay.
Yeah. So the twisting tool's now gone, and now it's only the hackle plier.
It's only the hackle plier, and then I'll start turning on the tube and push the hair a little bit back. So, Oh, I'm already looking forward for chasing the next rainbows in Alaska.
Are you going to Alaska?
Soon. So, okay. There's the first round.
I see.
Half a mouse.
Half a mouse.
Yeah.
Yet another half a mouse later.
Like that. Now I believe the mouse is finished. Yeah, I don't want it too big.
That's not finished yet, is it?
No, it's okay. Sorry, it's not finished yet. Not quite yet. The second part of the body is finished. Yeah. Okay, and then I'll try to split it a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'll lay down the foam. So, like that. And first, this foam is very thick, but it will make the fly float very good. So I'll give it a few soft rounds before I tighten it really good up. So, it's like that, you can see.
It looks the part. Wow. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. What, you keep that front of the foam for sort of like a wake purpose, or what is it?
Yeah, you could say that. We'll cut it off like the tube. We have some spare tube here, and we'll also some spare foam. It's not so important, but I'll cut it off around here, you could say.
Just about there.
Yeah.
Mm.
But, like that, and you will just also give it a couple of turns in here.
To lift it a bit?
Yeah, and also just to make sure that the foam won't twist when you've been casting this fly a lot of times. And when you're out there in Alaska, you don't bring your fly tying material and just tie a new one. If this,
I would.
yeah, you would, but you'll maybe have to pay extra for the extra helicopter or
extra helicopter. Oh no, we don't want that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now I'll cut off the extra foam here. So like that. The tube I'll cut off as the last thing I'll do. But now I'll put on a few rubber legs.
Rubber legs. What a nice word.
Yeah.
Is it maybe thin material? Is it medium, or is it heavy material? What do you use for it?
It's medium round legs.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very easy to put on. Take one leg here. And
one leg at a time.
Yeah, and you just pull it up here. Like that, and tighten it in.
Did you put it double? There, all right, I see.
Yeah, so that way you have two legs going that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's one side. Now they won't come off. And I'll twist this.
Ah, looks good.
Little. Then I'll put on another pair. Pull it up to the foam. Like that. Pull them back. Give a few more turns. Like that. And it is almost finished now. We'll just have to glue it a little.
What kind of glue do you use?
I always use Loctite quick glue, or what you call that.
Yeah. Fast setting.
Yeah, and of a very good quality.
Mm-hmm.
So, give it a little bit underneath here. actually put on some on the thread.
Yeah, why do you do that?
You could make a use your what is that?
Whip finish?
Whip finish, yeah. But actually, if I just put on the glue on the tying thread,
Yeah.
It will glue everything. You could say.
Okay.
It will glue. It will stick on the foam and on the tube and so on. And my experience is that it won't come off again.
Good. So you don't even have to tie a knot.
No, actually not. So
All right.
actually not.
Makes sense.
Okay.
It looks the part.
Hmm?
What now?
What now? Actually, the only thing what now is to cut the tube off in the length that we would like it.
Wow, that looks good, Per. Is that it? Is it finished?
Yeah, almost. I'll just trim it a little bit. I'll trim the legs off. I don't want them to be so long here. So just so you can see, I'll just cut it off a little bit here. Ooh.
Ow!
Oh, ow! And over here. Cut.
Don't worry.
Cut. Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's like this. And like I said, we'll just cut the tube here,
Yeah.
as we want it.
Yeah.
So I'll just lay it down here on the table. And
I guess you could use the bit of tube you're cutting off to make a riffling hitch fly or something like that.
yeah, you could do that.
Save it for later.
Save it for later. And I'll just cut it all like this. So,
Great.
yeah. And now the fly is finished.